Up on the hill.
It's up there.
That's why we need to walk just a little more.
Refugees for hire.
In front of the
Actually, right? Seeing that days for fear.
There is so much wrong with that name.
I know, Betty. But you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
You have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
Think about
Never
it.
allowed sweet things right
There was
before
no
bed.
point and nothing to do.
One time we'll make
哦，857啊，哦，Hello 社团啊，哎，对，我就从那个上次的地方开始讲，就是马戏团的部分结束之后，还有其他地方啊，我不知道这个这个地方什么时候才能逛完。我先把一些比较重要的点去一下，还有一些剧情的触发点啦，有一些那个剧情的触发点这样。
up on the hill.
It's up there.
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property. I can't let them stay here. What if the little brat gets into the basement?
Oh. 哎，地下室，我能凹出点情报出来吗？真正思想，他说这边有地下室。
My basement? Oh, nothing interesting, just materials. I'm a craftsman, you see.
This man is definitely lying. And he's really hoping you don't pry any further.
Look, I have some very valuable components in there. I need to get that lot out before they damage something. Who do you think you are? Zenobia? People are lining up to break into my property. Do something about it.
You paid us to protect you and your high-quality merchandise on the road. And we've since arrived at our destination. As I said, anything else is extra.
Ugh. This is the last time I hire someone from the guild. Fine. Here's the extra. Finish the job. Now, please show this meddler some of that famous Rivington hospitality.
哈？怎样？直接开打？冲啥？你确定？你确定要打？这家伙居然开打哎！吼！怎样？直接来开打是怎样？
Got it.
直接开打很扯哎，那个啊，卡拉克标枪超好用，投一投就爆。 哎，他们直接开打超扯。
Give in.
直接轰掉60几%的血，那个。
These boots have seen everything.
I will ascend.
这也太夸张了吧！我只是问一下你地下室有什么，你就直接来开打、哦，对。
Taking position.
剩那么一点点血，剩那么一点点血，用那个也是很麻烦。那个
Don't get too close.
Close ranks. Easy.
哎，这边还活着，好，等一下再来收拾这个。
Need to find a way forward. That took the edge off.
这怎样？有够夸张哎，那个。
Not quite sure why you stood up for us like that, but I won't say I'm not grateful. Thanks. And may Torm keep you. Same way lots of us did. Trying to get away from the army of the Absolute. If you had the chance to put a roof over your family's heads after being on the run for Torm knows how long, wouldn't you? Oh. Well, thank you. I think. You're the first person in this city to have our backs.
对，他们是难民是吗？哎，好扯哦！一来就等一来就开打，是怎样？那个，你身上也没啥好东西嘛，至少有点值钱的好东西吧？那个。 哦，公爵加冕礼入场许可，这个 其随众可以前往飞龙岩礼堂参加哥塔森大人晋升为伯德之门大公爵典礼哦。
Portash is being named Archduke. Time to pay Worm's Rock a visit.
There is so much wrong with that name.
哇，钱真多，拿。
Think about it. They're stuck here with no coin and nothing to do. You're going to hire all the
Nearly
refugees.
there now.
Just like
See
that.
the city. Look on the hill.
啊，可是我的死者交谈已经用光了。啊，之后这个应该可以用死者交谈，
Do you get out of this?
只不过在这之前可能要用易容术易容一下是吧？
Everyone deserves the chance to make some coin.
先看到那个地下室有啥好了，哇，啊不请自来打过来哎，
You'll be in a big, cozy
可以从他身上拿到那个邀请函，从他身上拿到邀请函之后，可能就可以去那个加冕典礼了。
Never a dull moment.
I don't think the children could cope with being homeless. Good thing you sorted that out. I was this close to chucking a knife on.
That might be worth a look. Always room for more. Anything of use?
应该是那个地下室有什么
Threaten the children.
伯德之门的公爵，
Cinta was trembling.
She'll be all right. She's a
所以
brave
哥塔森有
girl.
可能会成为这里的公爵了
We'll get。
但他其实是那个死亡三神的选民啊。
Brave Ben. She's just learned to stay silent to avoid causing trouble.
哎，这边还有其他吗？哦，哎，这个解除陷阱工具包可以拿，伪装工具箱。
At least we'll have some peace now.
我先看其他房间有啥。
What peace?
那个
Haven't you heard there's an army marching towards the city?
Better with Menacles than without Martha. I don't think we ever had a chance.
Now we don't have to leave. I'm gonna build a big.
那是他们的小孩是吗？我家主角开始狂偷东西啊！不过反正这个房子也不是他们的。对吧？这边应该没啥特别。哎，锁了！
Come on,
哎呀，
open up.
我家主角最会开锁，这个锁一点意义都没有。奇怪呢，问一下地下室有啥？何必大开杀戒？没有，真的没有人杀得过主角啊。哦，这应该是他的房间是吧？衣服好了，这衣服那个平常的时候可以穿。哎，有个地下室钥匙，这应该是要拿了。地下室钥匙这样就可以开门了吧？哎，你们没钱。这是什么无聊的书？有没有别的其他有意义的东西啊？这里的话，哦，这个是什么证据之类的吗？先留着好了。橱柜留啥？
Seems simple enough.
冥思水想。这是什么 A 书啊？他自己写的 A 书啊？他自己写的幻想 A 书是不是？ 主要关键应该是那个地下室，对，他超怕地下室被人发现的，所以那个关键东西应该在地下室那里。哇塞，这边陷阱太多了吧！一下去一大堆陷阱哦。那个，我主角拆陷阱拆半天，那个。
Be wary. This place is trapped. Trapped. Be cautious.
哇塞，拆陷阱拆半天哎！一堆大人的玩具是吗？原来是怕大人玩具被发现才不准让别人进来啊！搞那么多陷阱干什么？是有这么怕？哎，太扯了啊！哎，这个。 哦，这里可以拿来炸敌人就对了。这个怎样？你看这个是怎样？现在在家里放烟火，硬拆狂拆。那个到底还有多少陷阱啊？超扯的！哇塞，满满的哎！哇塞，这光是拆陷阱就拆半天，准备起爆烟火。 这应该是碰到那条线之后就会那个爆炸。玩具商其实是卖成人玩具的，是不是？其实不是给他的玩具，不是给小孩子，是卖成人玩具是吧？那个，还是他是烟火批发商，专卖烟火？怎么那么多烟火啊？拆到手酸哎，扯哎！
I'm sure this toy will be finished soon if they bear with it.
Hot foot, place is trapped.
烟火箱，哇塞，这个也是那个叫卡拉克拿。
I've got a long road ahead.
哇塞，拆到手酸的陷阱，拆到手酸的烟火。先报警！地下烟火工厂，哇塞，拆到烦哎、欸！这个
Be wary. This place is trapped.
This place is hungry for blood.
到底拆干净了没？好了，应该拆干净了。快拆干净了！这个乱七八糟的烟火也太多了吧？这个原来是烟火发行商啊！这个不想，我不想。应该会全部爆炸吧？而且这边还有烟火箱哎，超扯！
What a charmer.
好了，总算拆干净了。好，我看一下这是啥？熊标本。他的那个真相是地下烟火商，所以才不敢人家进来吗？是这样吗？这个专攻难民的礼物起配送。身份指南。这是啥意思？重点是这个箱子是吧？这游戏根本拆箱子游戏，哇塞，20，我解锁还失败，这个。 勒索信，包裹在费罗吉尔的店等你。去拿货，把它放进泰迪熊里，捐出去。没有比这个更简单的事。哦，重点是这个是不是？
Looks like his generosity is compromised.
重点应该是这个啊！我家主角身上太多垃圾。等一下，那个全部丢营地，太多，有够多。这个啥，垃圾！天啊，这边杂物有够多。重点应该是这个勒索性，这个勒索性才是关键，是吧？这个。哦，对啊，应该是玩偶炸弹，然后放到那个难民营里面去，让他们全部爆炸这样。这边就有开启一个任务。捐给难民玩具里面塞入很危险的东西，寻找危险的捐赠玩具，应该尽快找到他们。哎，所以这个已经送出去了吗？还是怎样？那个。 所以他是玩具商，然后他被勒索，专门做一些那个，然后被勒索之后，就是把一些哦，宝箱钥匙在这，害我解锁解那么久，这个。但是那个玩具在哪？这边好像也没有特别提示。坏掉鲁特琴，是这个东西吗？那个高德威灵顿，啊，那个勒索信上的确是有提到这个东西，那个。 放到泰迪熊里面捐出去，那个捐出去的东西在哪？对吧？这个还是这个提示要到高德威灵顿去找。 要到高德威灵顿去找那个，去找那个玩具是吗？他被送过去就对了。所以在这个玩具商的家发现那个。 隐藏的那个。
I don't like being cooped up inside. You did your good deed.
反正玩具商家发现了那个什么隐藏的支线。但是我怎么知道那个东西在哪？哎，跟哥塔森对峙，在更远的地方。 他突然找我打起来了，他突然找我打起来了，然后我就干掉他，我也不知道怎么回事啊，他就突然打了那个。
Aldarians, stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The flaming fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in. Soon, there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldarians. Excuse me? I was born inside the city walls, a Baldarian through and through. Wherever you're from,
难民跟本地人的冲突是吧？这是难民跟本地人的冲突是吗？因为难民来了，然后本地那个一些资源就要去给难民。
Between you and me, I don't think there are enough flaming fists here for these refugees. Us Baldurians can't feel safe with so many of them roaming about without proper supervision.
Let's hope Archduke Gortash can make a difference.
然后哥塔说那个民意超高了，那大家都很支持他。他应该表面上对他们，对这些博德人的那个，他在博德人之间的声望应该很高吧？
Naught but a cover. Died in the wool agents of the Absolute. Mark my words. There's probably only a handful of rotten apples among them. Or, you know what they say about rot.
那些博德人超讨厌这些难民的，就讨来这边难民。对他有说，他是说那个玩，可能那个玩具应该跑到难民这边了吧
？Gods, go talk to Nestor if you must.
内斯特，那个难民营是在，还在这个。
Don't pay me any mind now.
I took you for one. You're a recent arrival for sure, still bearing dust from the road. But you have something they lack. Dignity. These wretches have nowhere to call home, nothing to live off but what they carry, and nobody to help them but themselves. And me, of course. Me? I lighten their load. You'd be shocked by the sort of things they bring with them. Gold and jewels, they can't easily exchange. Heirlooms, rarities, sentimental items, even cremation urns. Alas, you can't eat grandmother's ashes, nor can you easily trade a golden candelabra for a bowl of soup. That is where I come in. Liquidity. Their heirlooms for my gold.
那侦测一下思想吗？哎，10而已，还好。那个。
Difficult to get a good day's trade done when I'm expected to keep watch for Shadowheart at the same time. Who knows when she'll finally turn up?
哦，原来是跟影星有关是吗？所以我应该带影星过来，跟他 talk 一下，是不是？
There is an enterprise within the city that I help to support. I know I said I wasn't given to charity, but this place is dear to my heart. I'd tell you more, but they value discretion above all, as do I.
它跟影星有关是吧？
You're like a dog with a bone, aren't you? Perhaps you are cannier than I first gave credit to be. I have some very special wares reserved for exclusive clientele, but I think you've earned a peek. Just a merchant. At least look at what's on offer before you embarrass yourself.
那等一下带影星来找他，哇，他身上2000块，真多哦！极效防御法宝。 1900块，支配人类这个。哦，这也是归巢武器啊！投资这把战锤矮人，但是这是矮人专用的，好吧？但是这个是矮人专用的，好像还好。他身上。 怪物定身术， 这个我要买吗？精准专注。这个好像是防御用的，但是我比较偏攻击型的。然后这个什么支配人类，一个支配人类的法袍，这个。然后其他这些匕首我也不常用了，基本上我已经没有，基本上我队伍没有人会用匕首了，所以还好。啊，不过就200块，算了。这个。对啊，不过有些物品我是不太会用，这个我应该不会买。其他好像还好。这个定身术卷轴要买吗？我已经有那个，我的主角已经有折扣，那个。这个盾牌也没什么用，卖掉。这也是。雨落树好，雨落树应该也用不到。那个，真的是有时候那个行李箱里面都是一堆垃圾，就是又不太能随便丢。治疗药水也很少用掉了。好了，卖掉这个。
Trade secrets. But I can guarantee you that nothing I have to offer was stolen. It was all given happily and willingly. Every last item.
我应该带影星来的是吧？先回去把影星叫过来。哦对，然后这个小女孩就跑到这边来了。
I brought my own paring knife.
Please.
这个小女孩就跑到营地来了，因为她找不到妈妈，就跑到营地来了。好吧，我就先把那个卡拉克换掉，换成影星好了。
Soldier.
Really? Really? Oh.
看来那个只能让影星跟他，应该让影星跟他聊吧。影星在哪？有时候他每次换一个营地，我就要重新熟悉位置，我就不知道那个他们换了营地之后，他们每个位置都会变动。哦，在这，这个。
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad. All right, some company would.
为什么日志会更新？那个反正一样要去那个招待所，那个是凶杀案的。我带影星跟他聊好了。
Refugees can't stay here in Rivington. They're a danger to all of us.
Got diseases? Then one of them could be a spy for the absolute.
off and return to your home.
I just lost a way.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
啊，那我应该把隐形那个头盔给隐藏掉了。我就觉得这游戏有个很麻烦的设定，就是我队友离队的时候，然后我要重新把他那个一些那个装备的设定给重新再用一次。就是我有时候头盔太丑，我会把那个头盔隐蔽掉。好，然后当我要换伙伴之后，再把那个伙伴换回来的时候，他那个隐蔽头盔的设定又不见了，我要再一次把那个头盔隐蔽掉，好麻烦。为什么不能让他让伙伴的装备的那个设定维持固定呢？因为有些头盔很好用，但这真的很丑，有时候我会把它隐蔽掉。但是那个角色一旦离队再回来的时候，他那个头盔的显示状态又会回来。隐形戴这个头盔真的超丑的。啊，竞赛啦，反正事情都变成这样，你摊牌啦。跟他说话也没意义啊，反正那个沙尔都已经知道隐形已经不是他们那一挂了。
I suppose that's the subtle approach dispensed with?
Oh, don't be so harsh. It's plain to see that you've turned heretic, even if your friend had kept her mouth shut.
好吧，让隐形自己来。
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company. Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
哦，所以之后要带隐形去那个哀伤之底的地方。好，这个。好，先把隐形的头盔给，先把隐形的头盔给那个盖住，超丑的啦，这个。那个头盔真的超丑。
Looking ahead.
I wasn't expecting it, but if you're sure. Fine. What's on your mind? If you're sure, fine.
我在这边把那个卡拉克换回来。对，所以之后大概可以确定，之后要去一个哀伤之底的地方去找隐形的父母这样子。对，那个男的走了，算了，这没差，反正那个，反正那个东西也差不多，反正该买的差不多买了，那个。所以那男的假装是商人，然后然后在这边那个等隐形是吗？哦，这不是难民营是不是
I'm paid to take down troublemakers, so don't make.
Lord on the rack, give me patience. These protesters keep harassing the refugees. It's horrid. I just hope the Ilmater Temple opens up aid again soon. We need their help here.
To be fair, for a miserable.
这个就一句对话了，就。
Glad to see you, glad to see anybody, really.
这个只有一句对话，就应该没啥重要剧情了。
No, I'm afraid I must
My love, you can't keep being so rude to strangers. It's just a dog.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise for caring about my boy. Isn't he just? I'm so very glad they let animals in the camp. Means Biscotti can be kept away from that awful war.
Oh, yes. As long as the dog is okay, he's happy. Give me strength.
这边看到了汪星人的那个。
Oh God! Are they gonna see it?
这是那个饼饼吗？
Yes. Oh goodness, yes. Oh yes, you're. Oh, yes, yes.
好，很好哄的狗，基本上脑子也没长什么，然后基本上脑子也没什么特别的东西。
Does wonders to distract.
这是那个狗派的好，这是狗派对话是不是吗？爱狗成魔。
Nothing, darling.
哎，是在这边的仓库是吧？哇塞，难民也太多了。所以之前遇到提夫林都在这是吧？
This transgression, Oh, you poor naive soul. Let me tell you, a perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum. I should be loins deep in Chares's caress by now, not waddling about in filth. Piss off, would you?
哈，他只是不爽，他被赶出来是吧？
We've got to get Grunch into the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hit him in a big barrel and nailed it shut?
Don't know how we're gonna get Grunch into the city, wounded as he is.
他们同伴受伤了，但是我这边也没看到他们同伴啊。这个都是难民是吧？
Whatever you need, I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
居然跟我一样，那个。
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded.
原来是假装的。
You wonder why.
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently. Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends.
哦，原来他是因为
I like those lads.
原来他是因为不想被抛下才
So I
只
think
装
I'll
伤
stick
哦。
around a while more.
原来是因为不想被抛下是
Just
吗？
between you. I don't know. Maybe Greg is.
When Nilos and me were hiding, and hungry, and scared.
那个奇妙的友情，
Grunch who got us through.
怕抛弃，所以假装受
I'm
伤
not letting，you
怕被
down
抛
now.
弃。不然主角也不能告诉他们真相，他就维持这个状态啊。
Your wife can't stand her, can't stand her, can't stand her! My sister-in-law. All law and no sister.
这是什么家庭？这是什么家庭争吵是吗？
Actually got here safely. Towing along my wife's sister.
矮人族这个
God, camping with the mother-in-law has been utter hell. Maybe I should just go on ahead into the city without her.
这是婆媳战争吗？
My son Garen is pleased.
这是啥矮人的婆媳战争啊？
But his wife's bitching is making me old before my time. Why can't he tell her to put a sock?
矮人的婆媳战争好，走这个。
Alfira made her way into the city.
She helped out a bit more.
keep your hands to yourself.
哦，每次都会不小心按到偷东西，傻啦！那个，我只想要跟那个人对话，他就会按到那个旁边的东西，然后大家都会觉得我在偷东西。
Christine is the precious one. She held me.
What? Aye! Gonna blood not get any bleeding privacy around here. Bunch of perverts, the lot of you.
不是啊，你在这边你在洗澡，当路过的都会看见啊！你直接攻下面。哦，之前遇到的那些提夫林在这。
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin
从那个树丛
can
过来的提夫林。
say. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him
从
most.
超前面的地方
I
直
haven't
接走
seen
过
him
来，
since
超
the
久
massacre
的。
on the road, which is lucky for him.
那个塞夫路就这样跑。
What a sad situation. The once proud tieflings of Elturel, reduced to beggars.
We made it through hell, twice. I know now that as long as Danis and I stick together, we can do anything.
So many more could have survived if we made it alive to Baldur's Gate. Almost. Anyway.
好，他们他们就平安抵达这里了。如果前面主角没有救他们，他们可能就死了。
Thinking of trying to get into this barn? Don't. Could be anything, couldn't it? Now off you pop. Oh, look. Not this one.
不行，所以那个在那个谷仓里是吗？
It's
那个
the barn enthusiast.
然后旁边还有个还有个燕犬，我要想办法避开它进去，是不是？看有没有其他路口好了。
What? I'm bushed. I ran for days to get someplace safe, and then found out I'm last in line to get in. The same as if I could change that.
这是种族歧视吗？大哥不灵。对啊，这边没办法直接过去。 对，这个是其他难民跑来这边，跑来这个博德之门是吧？种箱子。
If you want to chat, talk.
内斯特。
Donations.
好，是啊，没东西啊，那个。
Back again. If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going.
哇塞，又是大失败是怎样？歹子跟我作对啊！那个太扯了吧？那个。
I'm gonna let you through because I don't want to take any risks. But you better not be lying.
哦，然后说服他，然后再进去。这个。 可以跟那个猪对话吗？那个好像没办法跟那个猪对话。这边的话，玩具在这是不是？
I hear you've been given permission. I didn't ask for your opinion, Fist. Fall in and do your job.
You best not piss away man at nest.
Are you gonna?
凶的嘞！我帮你们检查还凶的嘞！哎，这个 好吧，重点应该就是这边了。危险玩具是哪一箱啊？哎，居然有烤鸡耶！哈，捡！偷难民食物。不是啊，玩具嘞，这个。
Maybe I need more pockets.
那个。没差啊，反正那个也不算偷东西啊，他们也没有判定我偷东西，奇怪。这边玩具在哪？内斯特警告。午餐的东西给难民，不是你们食物。哦，有人偷东西是吧？有人偷东西，看来这个家伙还挺认真啦，不会，至少不会允许他的手下去偷东西。然后反而是主角这边狂偷，狂偷猛偷。没东西，衣服，奇怪，玩具箱嘞？玩具嘞？这个，我怎么没看玩具？还是玩具放在另外一个地方？这个。那它标示那里的话，玩具应该在那里啊。这个。
You best not.
还是这个箱子。
Just another crate.
只是个箱子，哈。那玩具藏在哪里？这个。哦，所以就不在这附近就对了，因为我看起来好像没有什么触发什么检定之类的。哎，有些那个衣服可以拿。哈，偷捡，之后我也可以回去换。这个，那应该不在这附近了，啥都没有。那这个谷仓好吧，那这边应该都没有。然后主角姐就偷捡了一堆食物，那应该是另一边。这边也没桌子。那应该在这。
Careful, there's a trap here.
哦，就是这个是吧？好，我直接跟他讲是吗？我已经知道了这个东西在这，我直接跟他讲，这个原来在这。那个人嘞？这个。
You best not.
哦，所以他就在这里了。
You were right. Explosives. Now give me some room. You try and find whoever is responsible for this. I thought this assignment was going to be dull. No such luck.
哇塞，要20哎！还好我主角敲手很高。
It's abominable. Gods, any one of us could have been.
那我接下来要去哪里找啊？这个下城区的费洛吉尔烟花铺哦，对，所以接着要去下城区的费洛吉尔烟花铺去找那个东西，那个烟花来源吧。然后那个屋主已经被我干掉了。哎，衣服可以拿哎，衣服是那个在那个平常的时候可以换。但这边还有衣服可以捡，那个是。我也不知道这个是不是翻译的问题哎。这个是书啊，捐赠箱不能拿，有红色的东西就不能捡了。红色的东西就不能碰，好吧？这个。或者我是可以用那个死者沟通去问那个死掉人啦。如果我们的长袖已经没了，我还要再可以用卷轴去跟他死者沟通。我用我身上的卷轴跟他死者沟通好了。我帮他死者沟通的设定超级麻烦，要长袖一次才能继续用。那个，但是问之前要先伪装术伪装那个。
Suppose the Manip had the right idea letting you poke around.
就在这个仓库里面，然后其他然后之前前面遇到的人都在这。
Oh, I heard you helped a refugee family stay in the home they found. Good for you. As a trader, wish I could tell you. We're stuck.
所以这边应该重点是找到那个，这边重点应该就是找到那个炸掉，然后之后再去下城区去找那个烟火铺，看到底是谁放的。
I'm busy.
好，然后我再看一下，这边还有一个什么谋杀案的，所以我这边，我等一下要先过去是吧？而且这里传送点也太小了吧！这么大一个地方，就这边有个传送点，至少中间放一个吧？还是我没找到啊？这个。
God is busy with.
超大的地方，然后那个中间没有其他那个传送点，我只有门口一开始那个地方有传送点。
The giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught? When will I get to...
Woof! A charming effort, but you can't fool me. You're not a dog. So what the hell are you doing in my kennels?
所以狗是他家的？是狗这狗是他家的吗？但是我不想我家的狗被他拿回去啊。
Found him, did you? I can't say I'm surprised. Gomwick never kept him on a tight leash. Bring him here, and I'll give him a once-over for you. Check him for worms and so on.
Oh, yes, please, I'd love to see him.
He's a good dog. We'd both love to see him again.
哦，所以前面遇到那只狗，原来是从这个地方来的。原来那只狗是从这个地方来的是吗？
It's the only way to teach him. He behaves worse than the dogs and makes more of a mess.
他有些很前面的东西要到后面才会有关联。
Scratch! Oh, it's good to see you, boy.
这是我招前面的时候捡到的一只狗。
And you've been slacking as well, Scratch, my boy. This dog is property of Sword Coast Couriers. I'll take him off your hands now. I can do whatever I please.
He's my dog. Now get out. This is a private yard.
配上那条狗之前打出你身上每根骨头，还可以发起攻击。算了，我家主角嘴炮超强，没什么问题。那个
I'm not surprised. Gonwick always indulged him. And he's got a spark in his eye I don't like. Looks lively. Take the useless mutt if you're so inclined. I'll have nothing more to do with him.
It's not just Scratch. She's always hurting the dogs.
Shut your mouth, Dringo. Last warning.
哦，在嘴炮，连续嘴炮。
Fine. You think you can do
为什么爱来
better
之后一直不赞同啦？
my guest.
打断车身上的狗口是吧？
You're welcome to them.
嘴炮个一下就跑了，有够没用。那个
You got rid of her. I'll do a better job looking after these dogs than she ever did. I promise.
哦，所以所以这个地方就换成这个人管了是吧？那个黑心女主人已经走了。
Thank you for making Mistress go away. She was horrid.
狗狗大解放，这个。
I'll do.
Ah, a new face. Something to send. Don't be shy.
欺负狗，你也可以直接打断它的腿。
Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed.
不保证送达，你这个地方开了是干嘛？
Well, we've had to change the policy. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they?
You sense there's more to his anxiety than a few missing letters.
Oh, well, one of the missing letters is my own correspondence. A personal matter, nothing serious. But you can understand if people think I can't even deliver my own letters, I'd be finished.
可以先请他付钱吗？那个。
I suppose there's no harm in you taking a look. Here's something to get you started. Bring me the letter, unopened, and you'll get the rest.
哦，328块。
Don't suppose you've stopped much appreciate.
啊，我应该先问他那个鸽子在哪？那个，你最好先告诉我那些鸽子在哪吧，先生。丢失的信件，那个任务嘞？
Don't suppose you've stumbled across.
但是我前面问他，先问他鸽子在哪。我没想到，我没想到只是，我没想到直接说服我，都没有其他线索。 300多块，拜托，我身上金子1000多，我身上金子钱这么多，你要付我多一点吧？那个。
To send and to serve. I'll become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings. Not the foggiest. Something nearby is snatching them. I can tell you that much. Well, any letters you find? Don't suppose you've,
好像一样，结果一样嘛，这个。但是前面是可以知道，他有一封信是他的，哎，加冕典礼海报。哦，带着盖尔去是吗？我身上我队伍里面就有盖尔了，所以等一下再过去。比奇的生活，一堆有的没有的，好像没什么意义的东西。这边嘞，那个。
Pigeons are very sensitive. They can't fly straight if they're disturbed. Shh! You'll frighten the birds.
公爵，然后这是啥？那个钢铁卫士有好多信哦，那个。把这边的信给偷走，哎，可以跟这个鸽子对话吗
？I've no need of a wing man. Commander Lightfeather will give.
Name and rank. Quickly now. There's a war on. At ease. At ease.
这个鸽子，那个。
I am Commander Lightfeather, leader of the.
我可以问他的手下跑去哪了吗？
This side of the Triumpha. State your purpose, Groundwalker. I don't have all day.
我都不知道这边纪律这么严明哎，那个。
Damned awful business. Fine fires, a lot of them. Gone without a trace. Intelligence is in short supply.
西边屋顶发动袭击啊
on the west side, not one rooftop away. But avoiding the whole area. I won't lose one more beak to the blighter. If you pass that way, beware the sign of the featherless wings. From that rooftop, none return.
是哦，是经过那个地方，是黑者还会被击毙。
Leave me be, Groundwalker. You'll want to watch out for the. It used to make a bloody awful racket, but it's fallen silent. No doubt our end.
哦，被真招了鸟类。他们还会被鸽子击毙啊！原来是鸽子，原来是鸽子军队是吧？哎，啊，从鸽子身上得到情报了，所以这个地方应该是那个驿站西边拦截那个啊。屋顶是吗？原来是在屋顶哦。原来原因是发生在屋顶上，是不是？那个屋顶我还没去过，所以我应该去看一看啊。为什么那边会被袭击啊？超怪！然后看一下那个屋顶要怎样才能上去啊？那个。
How goes the search? That's it. If you can convince.
那屋顶咋？屋顶怎么上去？之前找梯子，这里。还要从外面上去啊？真假？这个，哦，这里。 哎，然后东西在那是不是？
Your desire.
现在要改用落语术哎，那个啊，我又得换一下这个。 然后再从那边直接跳下去，这个。
All right, what now? That collar looks familiar. Does this cat belong to Gale?
愿意是住在他家的猫身上吗？这个。
Mr. Decarios, heavens! Fancy
他把那些鸽子吃了。
Tara, that can't be you, can it?
I suppose you won't be terribly shocked to find your old friend Tara amongst the pigeons. They've always been a personal favourite.
My, is that a ring? For us? Oh, you shouldn't have. Enjoy yourself now, Tara.
没事啊，他把人家的鸽子给吃了。
You've got yourself set up quite nicely here. She isn't my Trezin. She's my friend. And from the looks of things, it appears she's eating pigeons. Oh, right. Did you hear that, Tara? Stop it?
Well, these must be important birds indeed, Mr. Decarios. Forgive me for feasting on their bodies and bones so very voraciously.
Oh, she's agreed. Just about.
对他家一猫在这边吃鸽子，他家的猫不要跑来这边吃鸽子。罗哈月光的直接关注事项：几天前收到他们交付一些货物，但至今没有收到任何风声。探探口风，完全没有任何回应啊！ 原来那我之前的那箱东西是他的哦，是这样是不是？这个所以我找到那封信，然后之前我在很前面找到的箱子，原来是他的，是不是？原来真相是盖尔的猫把那些鸽子给吃了，然后因为那只猫会飞，所以它可以在半空中拦截那些鸽子，把它给吃了。
Tara remains as willful as ever. I'm glad you finally made her acquaintance. Given the length of my time away, I feared she might have given up on me. Oh, I should have known better. She'd never do such a thing. I wouldn't have her any other way. I'd actually been thinking about introducing the two of you anyway. Over a sumptuous home-cooked meal, if that sounds at all to your taste. My tower in Waterdeep boasts an excellent kitchen and a wine cellar to rival Ondor himself. Not to mention a larder stocked with my homemade Hundor sauce. I can hardly wait. Now that we've got something to look forward to.
可以跟着你可以去他家吃东西是吧？
Don't you? Anything you ask, I'll answer as honestly as I can. I'm an open book, requiring only your gentle hands to turn my pages.
哦，好，那这个对话就差不多。这个我看一下，所以呢，再把那些信给那个 再把这封信给那个，哎，这边有那个东西可以进去吗？没有。再把那信给局长。啊，要用落语速落下去，对不对？这游戏的那个剧情太多了。我随便画哈，我只是随便画触发一下剧情。那个。好了，刚好可以把信还回去了。这个。这个屋子我都还没进去过啊，算了，先去换信。那个。我也蛮好奇，我应该要把我的那个放在我那个营地里面的箱子给他吗？那个箱子我放很久。就是在哇，都是100多小时以前的事，这游戏真恐怖。在很久之前，我家主角在一个叫善塔林会的组织拿到一个箱子，就是这个保险箱里面不知道在放啥，所以这个保险箱原来是这个邮局的人，是不是？这个。然后很前面的有一些支线，又会影响到后面的支线，我就觉得。我要过很久才知道我前面那些支线有啥意义，这样的。
Don't suppose you've stumbled across those letters yet?
先看他凹点奖励，这个。
Yes, fine. Just give me the letters. Still sealed. Thank the gods. You've no idea the kindness you've done me. What a relief.
啊，也要300多块啊。
Normal.
哎，没后续啊。我应该问他一下，那个善塔林会的信是咋回事？我应该问他这个问题了。独挡回去，我以为可以继续对话，没了。我应该问他那封善塔林会的信是啥，然后报酬只有300多块，我不如打开听他说亮话，跟他说那封信是怎么回事。他真正关心的应该是他不见的那封信，而不是然后其他信都是顺便而已。有一封是他寄给那个罗阿月光信啊。我要什么时候才能跑完这个地方？大到不行，超扯，然后支线超多。哎，这个，哦，这是他们那个报纸啊。所以哥塔森是在这边非常有名望啊，而且是，比起难民暴徒，这个有点那个，这个报道感觉有点偏颇啊。
Don't suppose you've stumbled across those letters yet? You read it. Technically, that's interfering with someone else's property. I should report you to the nearest manip. Tell you what, give it here and we'll say no more about it. I'll give you a nice little bonus as well, a finder's fee. What do you say?
这个他到底要那封信干嘛？
Fine. Just give me the letter. Forget you saw anything. This never happened.
哇， 用心威胁他，反而钱更多啊！那个。
Go on. Go on.
我不知道那封信如果以后留着能干嘛啊？算了。
Great headline. Ah, are you trying to get into the city? Got a minute to tell me about your experience at the gate today? I'm Lens, roving reporter for the Boulder's Mouth Gazette. My editor sent me to cover the drama out here at the gate. He wants some fluff piece about the heroic steel watch keeping the mob at bay.
那钢铁卫士好像是哥塔社弄出来的东西吧，所以他用那些挡住报名是吧？
We are, and I am. It's my editor who seems to have forgotten. Mr. Needle's gotten pally with that Lord Gortash.
高官跟那个报社勾结，很常有。
Right needs Gortash's approval. Can't recognise my own work by the time they're done editing. At the Gazette's print house, though it's in the lower city, so you'll need to get past the gates first. Come to think of it, you remind me of someone he was writing a piece about. You might want to speak to him about that. Set the record straight before the ink is dry.
哥塔社已经控制了这个报社，然后散播有关他好的有利他的消息就对了。
Sorry, can't talk.
就是在那里面散播有利他的消息，这样。哎，南翼检查点要进去还要过检查点呐、啊！好，那个。 那个就是钢铁卫士，是不是
？Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's decree on extraordinary wartime measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name?
黛西路猪毛毛。
Well met, citizen Fluffington.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel
啊，这个钢铁卫士里面都塞了至上真神的虫虫了吧？那个。
Not just yet. State your business.
拜托，我都付200块了，还不让我走啊？是房子里面很多东西，是不是？这个吟游诗人可以唬烂过去吗？这个。
Eyes open, body still. The Watcher will communicate with our new intelligence directorate. They'll determine if you're a threat to the city. Upstanding citizens have no reason to fear. And you are an upstanding citizen, aren't you?
如果跑了，反而会让人觉得很，反而会让人怀疑啊。
Presence awakens. You are seen. You are known.
Whoa. My engine, it's almost, I don't know, buzzing. Like it's paying attention.
Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors bloodied. It knows the cold walls of Moonrise Tower.
拜托你，来到这边一定会跟他们打好不好？
The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Please comply now, citizen. I will interpret any further hesitation as resistance.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Villains, take heed.
God damn it all!
Recovery is imminent.
Bastards, or I'll have your head!
哎，这之后还能回来吗？那个。
This unit is damaged, citizen. This
damned outsiders.
Take it.
哦，然后这个小姐 bug 了，哈哈，这个小姐 bug 了。然后这钢铁卫士坏掉了。好了，钢铁卫士坏掉就没事了。然后这个小姐 bug 了，哈哈哈哈。那个小姐 bug 坏掉了，那个。哦，晚安啊！看一下这个房子，哎，这个房子我有收了吗？那个。 哦对，通过那个检查点的时候会被那个钢铁卫士找麻烦，然后因为那个钢铁卫士呢，就是那个哥塔森，就是那个反派弄的，对，他会找主角的麻烦。那个，哎，赌神2已经打折了。
Hi, welcome to the Rivington General. Browse carefully. The weapons are sharp. Everything. Hi. Or want a blade, or maybe a spear. You look like you know how to use a spear.
哦，等一下之后来看一下，原来已经打折了是吗？差不多了，他好像什么时候出？上半年的时候吗？
Oh yay！
好嗨的黄金龙。哎，好，他的东西我之后再研究。这个，他的东西我之后再慢慢看。我先去别的地方。展示柜，这是武器店是不是？ 哦，8月25是吧？纠缠的根须啊，没关系，我先看一下好了。那个，我把这个房子看一看再走。哎，这个，这个房子就是一个商店是吗？综合商店。那另外一边嘞？ 哦，差不多啦。哎。
Lovely day this, but now.
Never mind.
哎，这里面有一道门，我要先偷偷进去吗？
If you're a customer, go down to the shop. Otherwise, clear off.
铁匠铺底下有地主。
Been poking around downstairs, have you? Well, I've got nothing to hide. Those gnomes are victims. They've spent years in exile, no forge to call their own, all because of some ancient bloody grudge. The Gondians think they're the only ones fit to swing a hammer round here. They're wrong. One day they'll learn that. Until that's happened, now clear off. Please, keep bothering me. I've no work. Well, the shopkeeper can tell you.
哦，那个外面的店员就是卖他的东西。那这边可以直接下去是吧？这边可以直接下去是吧？那个。
It's locked.
啊，原来锁住啊！
From the other side.
好吧，锁住就没办法。那大概只能先去那里，那边还有一个那个剧情点，那个。
It would be most pleasing to sleep indoors for once.
People will help. You'll see.
You read in the broadsheet. That the whole army is probably no more.
The Absolute army will be here any day.
Still means murder. Still unsolved. City watch under scrutiny.
因为这边的钢铁卫士坏掉了，所以主角可以过去。 啊，总算到一个新地点了。那个，先去找那个，先去找那个矮人吧。那个。
Bloody gnome. We need to find where they burrow. You an adventurer? Looking to pad your purse? Find their foxhole. Bring me their
那个燕雀和这些地猪可能牙痒痒的。
Fist will reward you well. You'll change your mind once they kill innocent citizens.
哎，对，这些地猪在这边好像想要搞那个暴力恐怖攻击。
Intimidating violence.
不知道能不能说服他们别再这样做。
I agree. But we can't leave our posts. Not with all the patriarchs meeting in Worm's Rock for the coronation. You've the right look. Solid bones. Steady face. The kind that cleans up vermin for pay.
I'm here. I won't let anything
啊。 我按个离开就离开，按个离开就走了，不能对话是吗？对不对？
Bloody no win. You an adventurer?
我不确定要不要做，我觉得做了，直接答应他好像也不太好，先放着这个。好，没话可说，这个。 先去找那些地猪聊聊，这个。那些地猪是在哪？
啊 ，excellent choice。
好像是在那个这边的某个位置是吧？ 直接跳下去。你在很前面救那些地猪，他们会来到这个城镇里面，想要搞那个恐怖攻击之类的。这里他们藏身的地方。 这也是那个工匠窝藏他们的是吧？
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
然后他们老大应该是乌伦布尔。
2 days just to get hold of a still watcher optic module. And for what? Waste of time we don't have.
Look, unless you're an expert in still.
为什么他们这些地猪说话这么的没礼貌？好歹主角也是救他们老大的人呢。你们说话可以不要这么没礼貌吗？那也。
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work. Only if you're quick.
他们这些地主讲话都超级没礼貌。
Let me get back to it.
bug， 有时候这游戏它会有画面 bug。
You'll be getting a mouthful of sparks.
刚刚那个 NPC 也是啊，总是会有一些跑掉的画面 bug， 你也不知道为啥。
You look different when you're not trying to talk someone down from igniting a barrel of rune powder. Chuck your questions at Wolbrun. That's his job. I can make time for chatter after you know what's
这游戏有时候会遇到这种 bug， 就是那个头那个头的画面的 bug 啊，还是什么突然歪一边啊，还是什么的。
It stopped, but it'll happen again. It keeps happening. The shivering. There's something underneath the city.
该不会主脑在下面吧？那个地震应该是主脑在下面震。我觉得那个地震应该是主脑搞出来的地震。
I shouldn't say anything to you until you've spoken.
好，我看来我得先跟乌尔布伦讲话，才有办法跟他们说会吧。
Still trying to calm down a bit. Talk to Wolbrun.
东特手滑这个。 120伤害，我有火药炸弹，他们就是他们想用这个炸毁整个城市是吧？杰森可以不要这么极端吗？
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell.
也是啊，很少大厂会做这种东西了，因为基本上。
As bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers and you.
那个 Konami 也不做啦 ，Konami 早就放弃恶魔城这个 IP 很久了。
As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle.
他是想用那个炸药干嘛？炸毁这个城市是不是
They're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change. Freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. I heard about that. You had the Harpers all excited, but there aren't many Harpers left.
博青哥里，放在博青哥里玩是不是？
One of them is the equivalent of a red dragon.
对吧？他们就会做博青哥。
Well, there's never been an army of dragons. By hitting the Gondians hard, they invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army.
就是叫那个贡德的信徒造出这个钢铁卫士啊，然后
to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while the city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit.
就像刚刚那个情况是吧？就像刚刚那个情况，然后主角就被那个钢铁卫士给搞了。先问他要想干嘛？你想把那个东西都炸了，是不是
？In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious. But we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A rune powder bomb. First of its kind.
那个炸药
50 wizards high on the
那个范围不知道有多大。
summon this kind of firepower.
哦，你说那个炼金术师玛丽是吧？
The Gondian facility.
那也出一阵子了。
Boom. Problem solved.
Wulbren, please. This is too far. Everyone in the foundry would be killed.
他是激进派的。
The adults are talking.
乌尔布伦是激进派的。
It's liberation. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are. There is no other way. But I believe in second chances. When you come crawling back here, and you will.
这家伙完全是激进派啊！他的想法就是，那些家伙居然帮你，那些家伙居然搞这套，那不如我们就直接把他给炸了。这家伙是标标准准的那种激进派啊，那个。他在巴克斯也超派。
A rune powder bomb? Huh. What the devil has he become? You'll hear no argument on that score. But using rune powder on the Gondians? They are inventors, just like us. The snickety
巴克斯是比较有同情心啊，他绝对不需要做的这么狠。
But we all have our moment. Something is wrong, very wrong. You did well refusing Wulbren's proposition, but I fear he'll find some fool who'll plant his bomb. The Gondians deserve a chance to plead their case before being blown to pieces. Please, find out what's going on. I have no secrets from Wulbren. And anyway, my very presence is a thorn in his side. I'd rather continue to prick his conscience than to be silently complicit in an atrocity. That's all I ask. Questions first, violence later.
他是那个和平派的，然后那个乌尔布伦是和暴力派，要炸就直接炸下去。那个。
So, are you with me? Ready to take down? So.
好了，管他的。这个。
Gondians
到时候可以跟他买东西是吧？他也算是商人了。有一个方法是你要用那个乌尔布伦的方法去炸，但是目前没有很想用这种方法，等之后再说。对，所以这边就是他们的基地就对了。
Gonna help us clear those watchers from the streets? Don't get cold feet. If you don't eliminate the Gondians, they'll rebuild. If you want peace, you don't just break the sword, you kill the one who wields it.
然后大部分的地主都比较偏向乌尔布伦的方式，都把他们都听乌尔布伦的话。
Keep your stubby sausage fingers away from my instruments, Sally Hoon.
哇塞，这些人怎么一个比一个没礼貌？你要好歹知道，你们那个老大是主角救的。这些人的那个特色就是没礼貌是吗？你们的老大是主角救出来的。没有主角，你们的老大还在那个地牢里面吃土啊。
Now you've spoken to the big man. Good to see you. Never thought I'd meet you again, let alone fight on the same side. Glad we both made it out of Grimforge alive, and that I didn't have to use that rune powder to make a point. Larida? It would have been simpler if you'd told her I was dead. Begged me to take her back when she saw me. I made it clear there was nothing between us, and after a while she finally got the message. Now we can both focus on what's actually important.
他们之间的那个感情事已经和平解决了，是吧？
Might have overheard you talking to Wulbren. Sounds like you got cold feet. Listen,
I'd gladly incinerate this entire basement and
这些
everyone
人全部都是激进派的，只有那个巴克斯不是。
There's no place for your bulk in here. Pick a side or get out.
Thank God we escaped that bloody steel. No thanks to you. We did, but we very nearly didn't. Everything's lining up for the Iron Hands, though. Wulbren's about to put his grand
这边就有2条路线啊，你可以帮那乌尔布人放炸药，不然就是用和平解决路线。我直接走和平解决路线好了。
It's necessary. Besides, Wulbren wouldn't let anyone innocent get hurt.
你们还对他这么有信心哦？好吧，我先我之后再说，我主角要先去其他地方。那个，他们想要处理那钢铁卫士，然后他们想的方法就是直接在那个工厂里面放一颗炸药，把他们给炸爆。
Those things, but they were, and I'm here now. I'm safe. Awkward, in a word. She's made it quite clear she doesn't want me around. When I think about it, I'm not sure she ever did. I was foolish.
好啦，这是
I just want to be
这是什么悲
useful,
剧爱情故
I'm
事？
not as good at this as the others.
他们和平分手了，这样。总之，他们和平分手。
I tell you to.
Locked, but there's no keyhole.
啊
Must be a
那个锁
switch
住
or
了。
something
好。
nearby.
直接从里面传送出去了。
I don't mind it. The missus and I have been dreaming about the city.
Looking for lodgings? Don't bother. All the decent places are gone. Damned coronation.
Hear me out.
哦，这边就是招待所是吧？
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Does that excuse being rude? Excluding folk? Come on. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute. Let me show you.
哦，这边还有个商人啊。他会卖一些很普通的东西哦，脊柱消幽两仪药，反正就是卖一些药了，好像也没卖什么。卡上有900块可以偷，重点是身上有900块可以偷，重点那个。
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren, and they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks! We're adventurous, damn it!
The bridge god chatted some shite about
因为刚好哥塔说要办什么加冕典礼啊。
Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
Sir, good, sir. Give me. Oh, I.
这是欠债是不是？
Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous.
其实他才是真正的那个谋杀凶手，是不是？先不要惊动他。我先跟那个小飞象 talk 一下。哎，对，那个小飞象在这是不是？
Blooming hell, you look famished. Have a skeg at these.
哦， 这边可以买，算了。
That should do ya.
这边可以跟他买食物，但是基本上我家的那个食物已经够多了。那个小飞象在这是不是？
Just think, soon we'll feel the sun on our skin. No longer.
等一下哦，他那个有时候 NPC 动来动去超难对话的啦。
Now, what do you reckon, lass? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Oi, oh, sec. It's all right where we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do
然后
that?
这个是怕机器人抢工作，他是怕那些机器人被那些机器人抢工作。
One more mark, then we can go.
The Master said we have enough. The Black Mass is ready to begin.
It's not for the Master. It's for me.
这是阿斯戴伦的那个。
I want a beating heart there.
这是阿斯戴伦的掩体吧
When the mass is complete, and we're finally granted our freedom. After 200 years of rats, I think we deserve a real drink.
阿斯戴伦的掩体兄弟姐妹是不是
No time. We are expected back at the palace.
Relax. The Black Mass won't start until Master drags Astarion from whatever hole he's hiding in. We have time to find one more person.
Wait. You know Astarion?
Where is he? Well, tell us. I'd like to see him try, the little worm.
This is not the time, brother. The Master must be told.
Fine. But this isn't over. We'll see you again.
哦，哎，我好奇哦，如果带阿斯戴伦来呢？如果带阿斯戴伦直接来听呢？那个，他们会当场打起来吗？主角的话，如果主角在这里，就知道他们是那个，就知道他们是那个阿斯戴伦的那个，跟阿斯戴伦一样是其他的掩体这样，然后他们都在找阿斯戴伦。因为他们都要听那个谁，阿斯戴伦前主人的话去找他。如果把阿斯戴伦直接带来，不知道会怎样。我是没有经常带阿斯戴伦出来。先休息一下好了，我那个长休点数都用完了，先休息，这样之后比较好行动啊。先休息一次。
It's certainly good to be back at camp. How I've missed the smells. Indeed, and I'm sure Dringo will do a great job. He always took good care of me.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty.
A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Balduran? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. create an army and order it to march on the city.
所以那个哥塔森才会把他那个威尔老爸处理掉，因为威尔老爸是柏德之门的高层，所以他要先把那个威尔老爸处理掉，他才可以取而代之。
And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood.
先休息一下，我那个短休时间用光。话说这边的休息点，这边的营地点为啥找不到 ？What？ 这个啊，他自己跑过来了，这个女王又自己跑过来。
You are a Sherlock, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies!
这个女王好歇斯底里啊！这个女王真歇斯底里。
I have only a moment, and you, a Sherlock, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lazar's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over
那个莱尔泽完全不想鸟他。你见莱尔泽还会信他那一套，但是他已经完全不吃他那一套。
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life.
但是这边还可以走女王线哦，成为他的手下吗？
I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see.
阿斯戴伦还在背景悠闲看书。
And I will hear his creed. This is my word.
就是当场跟女王撕破脸，是不是
？Nothing. You are nothing. The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow, while you beg for death. I will consume you.
超凶哎！ 超派。
Make you.
彻底跟女王撕破脸了。好了，没差了，迟早的事情。迟早都要撕破脸了，不如现在死。
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods.
With this heat going, I can't spare the energy to think.
小姐，你准备好自爆吗？不要啊！
I just want to enjoy whatever's left of this life of mine. Anyway, it could be worse. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, with who I'm meant to be with. How many people can say that?
小姐，不要啊！你是我的主力，你不能死啊，小姐。啊，这个不知道有没有后续可以处理。
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
Vlaakith has upended Lae'zel's whole existence. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She is mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
How well you've come to know me. But in truth, she didn't take everything. I have what I have gathered for myself. I'm moored to a new regent, a new land, and new allies. Vlaakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again.
那你不能先把他们放出来啊！那你不能先把那个王子放出来。先把那个王子放出来的话，他们那个
Vlaakith's left hand and her right.
他们就全部都被洗脑，所以暂时也不能把他放出来。
The Queen Regent. Not since Vlaakith I has a Bart of Vlaakith been anointed. Another empty promise. Only a naive fool would believe otherwise. The kind of fool I was not so long ago. We find Voss at Sharess's caress and retrieve the key to releasing the prince. Orpheus Tufki Narsin.
所以那个玩他那个来者他就是那种需要有个人来效忠的类型。他居然女王已经被他觉得他自己被女王背叛了，那接下来他效忠的就是厄普斯。哎，这家伙在这，怎样？是要喝酒是吗
？How did you? It's you.
在梦中跟夺心魔相会。
I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm
所以地震会这么频繁是主脑造成的，其实大概就是这个意思。
I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. Trying to guard us. The brain is restless, but I am distracted, and my lack of focus is endangering us. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Duke Stelmane, or Berlin, as I knew her. I wasn't ready for her death. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Berlin was different from my relationship with you. In a way, but not the way you're thinking of. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Berlin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you.
意思是他的前伙伴。
She is gone. I appreciate your understanding. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach, and not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people.
但是基本上，这边，但基本上我是基本上是也没有想变得跟他特别好，大概维持一个伙伴的关系这样。我抓他的手轻念一下。
You have shown me great empathy. We are closer now.
不要再推销了啦！你不要再推销变成夺心魔了，好吗？
I know it is no easy choice for you, but we will have a far better time ridding the city of Gortash if you accept just a touch of illithidness. Not to mention the Elder Brain itself. Our chances against it greatly improve the more illithid we both are.
他真的很爱推销哎。
The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus, and so do you.
他真的很爱推销，这个主角一起来变灵犀怪吧？他真的很爱推销。没啊，我完全没吃虫。他基本上没吃虫也没差。我是单纯没吃啊，听说那个虫吃了那个外表会变得不一样。我完全没有吃任何一条虫啊，因为基本上这游戏 这游戏难度你也不需要吃虫提升能力，基本上你原有能力就超强，你也不需要去吃虫变更强。啊，对，我应该先把阿斯戴伦带过来。你看他跟他那个，跟他那个前像是前朋友吗还是啥的，跟他们聊聊。
Baldur's Gate at last. Are you sure that's the best course of action?
So, Lae'zel's finally seen the light.
是没差啦，我根本没有吃。
It took a little time, though it's not over yet. Masters, leader. I found so many victims for Cazador here. They're the kind of people no one would ever miss.
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if...
Soon, sister.
We have enough for the Master. No more are needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed
对话真的不一样哎。
You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion? It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
Of course that's why he came crawling back. He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our master will grant us. So he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
You always were an idiot, Petras.
Oh! 他直接跟他打他直接干掉他。
Is he hiding?
带阿斯戴伦来比较刺激，带阿斯戴伦来比较有趣。哇塞！好啦，孤儿任务还没找到啊。
Fine.
所以他们还是不能照到阳光就对了，他们跟阿斯戴伦不一样。
You owe your wretched life to my friend. Now tell me what I need to know.
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's
a
defiled chapel
可以问出更多情报，这样。
entire time, hidden from us all. Do you really think you can stop him?
I'm the only one who can. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I don't need to fear him anymore. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. You sound surprised. I am capable of doing the right thing from time to time. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn.
阿塞伦超级想要自己飞升的，超想要自己飞升。
Trust me, I'd rather slaughter someone else's family, but if that's what it takes. And it's not like their sweet innocence. They brought Cazador just as many victims as I did. You're not getting sentimental, are you? I thought you were with me on this. I knew I was right about you. You're a true friend. And now we know he's skulking beneath his palace.
所以之后要带阿斯代伦去那个宫殿里面找他。
To Cazador. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
所以真的要带相应的角色过来，带相应的角色过来，那个对话剧情才比较多。那个。 那个招待所的那个看一下，这边是开某个箱子的吗？那个花朵钥匙的用途，上锁。
Not for communal use.
先看一好，先随便看一下到底是开哪一个的。
Let's keep your hands.
哦，烦。叫某人跟他讲话，那个。
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these?
Let's keep your hands.
对，这些箱子都不对，哎，正解是这个吗
？That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting.
啊，这是 bug 了是不是？靠 bug， 我打不开我这个箱子了。哇塞 ，bug！ 那个是 bug 吗？哦，还是要先把这个移开。那个，因为那个箱子挡在那边了。那个，可以把好叫卡拉克把它弄开。对对。我还以为这是啥 bug 吗？那个，对啊。 但是那个衣柜又进不去，那个我要怎样才能解决这个衣柜啊？我打开背后那个他背后的那个门，但是那个衣柜又打不开，画特，这是啥 bug 是吧？那个还会自动跳出他那个 bug 会自动跳出来，麻烦。对，因为大概就知道为什么这个游戏要一直 SA 了。那中 bug 了，是因为他那个柜子一直打不开。他开那个衣柜也是没反应啊，他开那个衣柜他就会一直跳出来啊。 那个衣柜也不给开，重来。那个，那刚刚就是中 bug。啊，再试一次看看啊。那个，那衣柜也没办法移开，也没办法破坏，是怎样？那个，对吧？这才是正常的流程啊。刚刚他就是 bug。 刚刚他就是 bug 说那个，刚刚他 bug 又直接跳出去，哎，这个，
Notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor.
应该加个神导数，这个。
You notice the blood's source, a body hidden under the bed.
拉出来啊，这个。
Blood you noticed earlier still remains.
哦。哎，5。
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
被鲜血覆盖要更多。这边还有其他线索吗？哎，这个可以拿，那个。灵魂钱币，这个。这边好像没其他线索，所以他那个箱子神殿平面图，这个，哦，这个是研究犯案的那个吧？研究犯案的地方。进入巴尔神殿必须杀死这些清单上的目标。哎，贝琳娜是这样被杀死的。将尸体未团制造真成教传谋杀案。哇，这是之后的那个受害者名单是吗？这是之后的受害者名单是不是？所以罗根神父已经死了，还有其他受害者，这是奥林做的事吧？ 怨恨，哦，除毒，精准油，这个，对，这边就会发现一个密室，然后里面藏了那个，里面就藏了那个什么，藏了那个什么受害者清单跟一具尸体。这边好像没其他东西。 这个，对啊，这边也没其他东西，好吧。啊，他这个开门方式有够麻烦。哎，不过死者交谈一次只能用一次，有点麻烦。这个。
The corpse regards you, lifeless.
Murdered by my son.
Filial betrayal, is it? A tale as old as the gods themselves.
Found his secret. My sweet boy.
Huh?
Why? Killed folk.
所以他儿子是杀人犯啊。
Slowly. He dollar.
重点是找他儿子。多洛，这个，他儿子是杀人犯就对了。这个。 调查结果来历看看。然后可以警告这些人，这个，哎，那个老板是不是不见了？是我的错觉吗？哦，在这。
It is you. Most definitely not anyone else. Salutations and.
你直接跟他摊牌吗
？Oh. Oh dear. A dwarf, you say? Theon. One of Mamzell's girls from been gone for a 10-day. Smiled as wide as the
你知不知道，原来他藏在他的那个旅馆的楼上是吗
？You don't suppose the murderer? Horrible hells. Gotta keep low.
Teresa's caress isn't just wetting your whistle. Dancing.
通知马泽，还要找他儿子，他儿子多洛是吧？
It's not even any gods. My love.
哇，这边地图有多大？
I won't let anything happen to you.
这贴手地图啊，对，这边之后还要再看。
You've been pulling all nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it, honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
I hope you have better luck.
这个地图真的有够大啊！在这里，还有这。 我先把好吧，我先把前面地区换完，今天先把到这好了。我们那个之后的明天再说。对，我之后下午2点再继续好了。对，我今天玩到这好了，谢谢大家，拜拜。